Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, we are clearing some of our property to get ready for a chicken coop. Tim plays on the tractor and I feed the birds. But first, we're cutting down this old cedar tree. I tell you what, it was a beautiful weekend here in our little corner of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So if you'd like to see what we've been up to, then I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. Hey y'all, I sure hope you're having a wonderful day. I know we sure are. Well y'all, we're cutting down this old cedar tree. It's blocking the view of the beautiful redbud tree that's growing behind it, and it's also blocking the view of the mountains way off in the distance. It was just a tiny little tree when we first bought the place, but now it's just become an old eyesore. I'm not a fan of cedar trees, so I'm not sad to see it go, and once it's gone, I'll be able to see the beautiful redbud tree even better, and not to mention it will really open up the views of the mountains beyond. But hey, don't you worry, the cedar tree won't go to waste. My oldest son wants to build his own bed frame, so he plans to use the cedar tree for his bed project. Alright, let's get this tree out of the way of my beautiful redbud. I love redbud trees. Their purple flowers are so lovely to look at. Well, guess what we went and did? We bought this chicken coop, and I'm so excited, y'all. We have about a week before it will be delivered, which gives us just enough time to prepare a spot for it. So that's what we're going to work on in today's video. The spot that we chose for the chicken coop is located down this hill next to the goat pasture. It's in an area that used to be full of dead oak trees that we had to have cut down. So now the field is full of branches and sticks that need to be raked up. My plan is to rake up all the old branches and sticks, and then Tim will use the tractor to move the sticks into a huge burn pile, which I had planned to burn during this video, but we're under a burn ban until 4 p.m., and not to mention it's just too windy to burn today. But as long as I'm able to clear the field of sticks, then we can always burn another day. One day, it's my hope and goal that this whole area will be transformed into a beautiful grassy lawn, but we have a lot of work ahead of us. Tim has rented a tractor for the next month, which he plans to use to dig up all the old small tree stumps in the yard and out in the goat pasture. And he also plans to use the tractor to fix our driveway, but that's a project for another day. Today, we're focused on clearing this field to get it ready for our new chicken coop. I can't get over how many sticks and branches there are in this field, but man do I love watching it get cleared up. This yard went neglected for many years, but I just know that once we're finished with it, it's going to be a beautiful piece of property. Tim is out in the goat pasture digging up black locust tree stumps. He guesses he's already dug up around 20 or 30 stumps so far. Once he finishes out there for the day, he's going to bring the tractor over here to help me move these sticks into a huge burn pile. Well, y'all, I've raked about all I can rake for today. Tim is going to move my small piles of sticks into a larger pile up the hill from the field where we plan to locate the chicken coop. I tell you what, Tim has had the best time with this tractor. He's been looking to buy one, but he just hasn't found the one he wants yet. In the meantime, he has this rental tractor to play with. It sure feels good to be making progress in the yard, though, that's for sure. Well, y'all, Tim made quick work of moving all those sticks with the tractor. I've got a big pile that will need to be burned, but I'm actually nervous to burn them all at once. When I finally get around to burning the sticks, I'll make a smaller fire and just feed the sticks into the fire, so it will probably take a while to get it all burned up, especially since we're only allowed to burn after 4 p.m. Well, Tim wasn't quite ready to put the tractor away, not when there's still daylight to burn. He decided to dig up some stumps here on the side yard around this large oak tree stump. We'll have to rent a stump grinder to get rid of that stump, but there are some smaller stumps around it that Tim wants to get dug up, so that's what he's going to do now. Once Tim gets all the little stumps dug up, we plan to spread some grass seed, and hopefully this whole side of the yard will be a beautiful green lawn one day. Well, y'all, I know this was a short video, but to be honest, we haven't had too much going on. We're still working on Granny's bathroom, but Tim has just been mudding and sanding drywall, so nothing to show there. And to be honest, we were really itching to get out in the yard while the weather was nice, so I really hope you'll forgive me for the shortness of the video. I'm so thrilled with our new chicken coop because that means we're one step closer to our dream of having our own chickens. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you again real soon. I hope you all have a great week. Bye, y'all.